It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled at the 30.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Drake. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, D. 51, Mike 51. You must be dreaming. Hey, alert. Switch.
Throwing again. Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
at their own 25-yard line.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. This is Breida. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Runs through the contact. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. 11 yards there. 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
51 for Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Darren Waller, 81 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
180. Point right. Check cross.
Mayfield to throw it. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The tackle by Melvin.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The 47-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, Bears 7.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Wilson will throw again. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot down. Field didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski at their own 31-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, Mayfield again. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago.
Marquise Brown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 69 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
At the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
15-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. 14. They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd and 13.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
At the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Had the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. From the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That's complete, right around the 8. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout,
Gain of 3.
as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Butker on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. It's caught left side by John Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Brown, 54 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
36 power. Zebra. Switch. 25, check 25, check 25.
From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24. For a gain of 4.
He's brought down by Sean Davis. A gain of 4.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
4-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Chicago!
Complete to
Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bears will extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Rolling to his right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Bears 14, Seahawks nothing.
Play action. Now Wilson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Well, These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
Butler there on
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Chicago.
Mayfield's
Henry Ruggs, 97 yards. As the Bears push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the end.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
The tackle made.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenyon Drake there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from him, too.
And he's got it at the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Is good.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Call it a loss of 14 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Double count right here, double count.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
The 26-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Drake.
Wilson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. On 1st and goal, Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On the tackle.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He'll buy some time right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. John Brown, as the first half is winding down, and the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Bears 28, Seahawks 14. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.